Welcome to Math Beyond Borders. Mathematics Simplified. Alright, so let's start with adding and subtracting fractions again. Now you might be thinking, why are we doing the same topic again, right? We did it before. But back then I gave you a shortcut and I mostly dealt with the simple way of doing it. Adding and subtracting the fractions, I mean. In this video, let's look at the shortcut and compare it with the formal way of adding or subtracting a fraction. Okay, now if you remember, let's head on, and if you remember, I gave you a figure like this to remember adding and subtracting fraction. I don't know if you remember it, but let's follow it. What this meant is that you multiply these two together, so which becomes 6 times 5 is 30, and then you multiply this 5 here, so 5 times 1 is 5, plus you multiply this 6 here, so 6 times 4 is 24, so your final answer should be 29 over 30. Yeah, that's one way of doing it. Yes, answer will be the same in both the cases. Let's have a look, right? So for example, look, 1 over 6 plus 4 over 5. Now let's look at the formal method in which you find the LCM of denominators. These are the denominators, right? These are the denominators. So what you do, the LCM of 6 and 5 is actually 30, right? So you write that 30 here. Okay, now remember, that's the formal way. Answer will be the same. I'll show you. Now, how many times did you multiply 6 to get a 30? You multiplied it 5 times, right? So you do the same on the numerator. So 1 times 5 is 5, plus 5. How many times did you multiply 5 to get a 30? You did 6, right? 5 times 6 is 30, so you do the same here. So 4 times 6 is 24, so the final answer still is going to be 29 over 30. So you see, whether you use the shortcut method that I gave you, or you use the formal method, which is using the LCM of denominators method, the answer that you will get is the same. Okay, let's try one more example, a minus operation this time. Okay, now I have put the fractions again here we will use my shortcut method because I really want you to see the comparison, and here we will use the LCM method, yeah, denominator LCM method. So let's have a look. As per my method, I do 3 times 6. What is 3 times 6, guys? Come on, 3 times 6 is 25? No, 3 times 6 is 18, right? Now I multiply this 3 here. 3 times 1 will be 3. There is a minus sign in between. Then I will multiply this 6 here. 6 times 2 is, guys, 12, right? That's it. 12 minus 3 is 9 over 18. Can I simplify it? I can, because as you can see, 9 times 1 is 9, 9 times 2 is 18. So 9 times 1 is 9, 9 times 2 is 18. Or let me write it more clearly. 9 times 2 is 18. So that's my final answer, 1 over 2. Right? Now let's try the formal method, right? The LCM method. What is an LCM? LCM is basically the lowest common multiple, which is the lowest common number that comes in the table, in both the tables of these denominators, so 3 and 6. So what is that smallest number that comes in the table of 3 and also in the table of 6? That number is 6, right? So because 3 times 2 is 6 and 6 times 1 is 6. So let's put this 6 here, right? How many times did you multiply 3 to get a 6? You have to multiply 2 times, right? So 3 2s are 6. So you do the same operation here. 2 times 2, guys, 4, right? Now 6 times 1 is 6, right? So I do the same, 1 times 1. Okay? And I put, so 1 times 1 is 1. What is my final answer? 3 over 6, which can be simplified to also 1 over 2. You see, same answer. Easy, right?
Thank you for learning with us. Please share the video with those who you think may need it. Also, if you want to request a topic, put that in the comments section. So until the next video, keep learning, keep questioning. Bye.